Hi guys, how are you guys doing today? Guys, it really annoys me when you say a word too many times in a sentence, you become aware of it, and I've been saying hello, how are you guys doing today? Not so much doing the hello and clapping thing, because I'm doing that a little bit less now. It's on the gaming channel, because what's this was a nervous tick, and it kind of got me jazzed about it, but now I don't need that coping mechanism anymore. The thumb is out of my mouth! I can sleep peacefully at night without sucking my thumb / clapping when I start a video. Anyway, my deep issues aside, welcome! We've got a team analysis video for you guys. This time against the almighty, the amazing, the brilliant Scizors, who I'm sure we all want to scissor with. He's a really, really cool guy. Do go and check him out if you haven't already. He's just genuinely like... He's a really cool and genuine person. He is magnanimous and graceful and very, very cool. And seriously, we gotta hang out, man. Seriously, check him out. He's really, really cool. And I would like to hang out with him more because he's kind of a beast, really. But yes, so we are the Golden State Dragons. This is for TBU, the Battle Union. Go and check out them in the description if you want to keep up with Union news and see all kinds of cool stuff that happens over there. And yeah, so he is the coach of the Orsomerset Scizors, and I am afraid I'm petrified. And yeah, his team is Scary AF, that is scary and funny. No, it means scary and fuck, basically. Scary as fuck, actually, I should say. Scary and fuck is a bit interesting now. Anyway, we got let's pull up his team real quick. He has a bunch of truly frightening mons, and definitely a real threat. He's very, very good. Okay, so his record at the moment is 3-5, and he's been super mega busy. He got like a new job, and it's like a really stressful 9-to-5 type dealie. So he doesn't have all the time in the world to dedicate to preparation and all kinds of stuff. I understand that loads of people don't have the time either, but this man really doesn't have any time at all. So, so seriously, he might not have the time, but he can kick my ass. That didn't rhyme at all, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, matches against him have always been really close. They take ages, and generally are just very frightening and harrowing for me personally, but in like a good way, and like, oh my god, this is really good. So looking at his playstyle, Sizz is like, he's kind of unpredictable. He uses a mixture of offense and defense, and he does things like he'll run things that are defensive but are banded, or like he'll run things that are interesting and weird EV spreads that you'd never see ever, so you've got no way of really working out what the fuck it's doing. And he knows how to set up. He knows how to set up. That guy knows how to set up, and that's very, very scary. And yeah, he always just makes things work, I think. Is kind of how he does things, and it's really, really oof. He doesn't really lean on any one thing. The only thing that I've really seen him use quite often is Tailwind in the league, and that's pretty scary in itself, and I don't really have answers to that apart from running Tailwind myself, or running like Protect or something, but yeah, I don't. Yeah. Anyway, so he's got the Landorus, Zapdos, Torkoal, Roserade, Noivern, Registeel, Granbull, Vaporeon, Hydreigon, and the Mega Lopunny. Of course, those other things, the Cloyster, Darmanitan, and Durant are on his bench. Thank Christ, and can't come out and ruin me. So yeah, that's very, very scary. Cloyster, if you know me, you'll know that I have like a weakness to Cloyster or something, and they just kick my ass all the time. They're not even like fine. Anyway, it's because you just shell smash and win. That's fucking all you do. Anyway, my feelings about Cloyster aside. So he's got a very scary team. You know, he's got like potential for Hazard Stack. He's got, you know, all kinds of fucking hazard possibilities. He's got Granbull, which is super awesome. One of the best lower tier picks in the world, in my humble opinion. It's very, very cool. He's got the Vaporeon, the bulky HP monster, kind of like Alomomola, but a little bit less limited. It can do quite a few things, which is very, very cool. The Lopunny is literally one of the most threatening megas in the world, and I'm very, very afraid of that. The Noivern is super fast. the Landorus Eye is now in Ubers, so shit. It's just very, very scary. It's just very, very scary. So let me show you the stuff and things that I have brought, and maybe you will understand. One moment, please. We return! Hello, guys! So, this is the star of the show. This is the humonga to the dunga threat that has been doing so much work. It's absolutely unholy. This thing is a monster. It's actually the MVP, apparently, which is very, very cool. Anyway, we have Poison Jab, Thunder Punch, Drain Punch, and Ice Punch. Poison Jab is just kind of nice. We can smack Grand Ball. If it comes in, we can hit the Roserade for kind of neutralish damage if it wants to predict a Thunder Punch. And it's just generally quite nice. Again, we're kind of going with the same sort of principle that we went for Gabriel, in the sense that Medicham is just going to be able to 2-hit KO everything. So if something wants to switch in on one thing, yeah, great, and then it can just get smacked by the other thing, and then it'll just die. So that's kind of the plan with Medicham, the 2-hit KO monster. So even though I love High Jump Kick, I truly do, I'm very, very hesitant about running it, just because I'm paranoid about Protect, and I kind of don't need it. Plus, Medicham's HP is always important. Super important, to the extent that we are actually running a very, very bulky Medicham. Now, I know you're making a face, but don't worry about it. I have really, really thought about this. So, we actually have a very specific investment to be able to live a Fake Out and a Return from the Mega Lopunny, and then kill it in one shot, get all of our health back with the Drain Punch. I know what you're thinking, this is a pretty convoluted plan, but to that I say, shut up. No, I mean, it's not my only means to this, but looking at his team, I don't really lose anything out of not having much speed. I know we won't be able to outspeed like the Roserade, and we won't tie with the Zapdos because we're not running Jolly, unless he... Actually, no, we should be fine. We should be really fine. We will probably tie if he doesn't have any speed investment with the Zapdos, but we don't really need to worry about outspeeding too many things on his team. We can't outspeed the Landorus Eye, we cannot outspeed the Lopunny, and Hydreigon is probably going to be scarfed, or it'd be very risky to guess if it's not scarfed with Medicham, you know what I'm saying? Because the Draco Meteor will probably kill in one go. So we've got a lot of HP. This is just so we can take a beating and just fucking destroy that Lopunny, because if that Lopunny is allowed to run around too much, it will destroy my whole team. If Hippowdon gets weakened, if Latios gets weakened, if everything is sufficiently weakened, that thing will destroy everyone. So I'd rather it think that it can just get an easy kill with Fake Out and Return, and we can just kill it and it's fine. I don't lose anything from having this spread. I've already thought about it, so it's okay. Plus, we've got some things that feed into it, so don't you worry. Yeah, Thunder Punch is good for this Vaporeon. It depends on what kind of set it is, but regardless, it should probably do about 60 to 70%, even if it's like defensive. So we should do a good smack with that. And Drain Punch will, of course, we get shitloads of HP because it's Vaporeon, Ice Punch, blah blah blah. Everything gets to it KO'd at the end. Anyway, so the next Pokemon on our list is Handsome, the Heliolisk, and this thing is Babe. Sure, don't fuck around with your sets, okay? This is good. This is good. Keep doing it. Just keep being nice to me. All right, so we have the EV spread just to outspeed the Landorus Eye, because anything else we can't outspeed, like the Noivern. We have no hope of outspeeding that. And the Lopunny, we have no hope of outspeeding that either, so we just have enough to outspeed the relevant thing, and that is the Landorus Eye. We outspeed it by 1 point. And yeah, so we're max special attack, and the rest are just sort of sprinkled in. We've got like a little bit of HP just to help us take stuff, maybe. Heliolisk is no wall by any means, but you know what I'm saying, we're trying to optimize stuff a little bit. And this moveset is pretty much all we need, in my opinion. I would like Focus Blast, but at the same time I don't really want to sit there and take hits from fucking Registeel. That's what we'd be using the Focus Blast for. We do have a Medicham that we can easily pivot into it by going for the Volt Switch. Of course, T-Wave is a threat, but we also have Hippowdon. We have multiple ways of dealing with this Registeel. So yeah, we've got our little pivoty move, we've got the Volt Switch, we've got Surf because we outspeed the Landorus Eye. We can really happily go for Volt Switches because the immunity will just get killed by the next move, so I'm completely happy with that. We've got Dragon Pulse in case we can predict Hydreigon coming in. Looking at this, I probably should just run Focus Blast, but I really need the damage off on all of these things, and if I miss the focus miss on the Hydreigon, something is going to take a very, very heavy hit. So I'd rather be able to guaranteed smack it and then put it in range of Starmie's Ice Beam and so on and so forth. So that's my reasoning there. And we've got Hyper Voice because it hits a lot of things neutrally. Of course, the Registeel is a little bit annoying, but like I said, we do have tons of stuff that can break that in half. So that is going to be our plan with that. So Latios, this is my baby boy, Big Blue. I really like that. That name kind of gives me like, I don't know, like a lot of people have naming styles, right? So they have like funny names or like names with in-jokes or like names with bloody blah, but I like Big Blue. It kind of gives me like a peaceful feeling because it's blue sky and yeah, it just feels nice. He's like a peaceful whale dragon thing, I don't know, jet plane. What are you? Anyway. Never mind. So, oh my goodness. Okay, the capture went really weird for a second there. Anyway, we're back. So we have the Tailwind. And this is why the speed isn't an issue with the Medicham, because bar something going for a Rock Polish, as long as he doesn't have an opposing Tailwind up, which I mean he can possibly have that, but we can work around that as well. So just trust me, okay? Which will boost Medicham's speed to inordinate amounts. If he doesn't have a Tailwind up, by the time my Tailwind goes up, this thing is going to destroy everything. Absolutely everything, which is really, really cool. We have Psychic, and I was going to have Psyshock, but I thought, if I'm at some stupid standoff with the Vaporeon, I should just get going for Psychics, because then we might get a special defense drop and we'll be able to take it out that way. Oh no, not even just that. Cut that out. We have Psychic actually because of Granbull, and pretty much exclusively because of Granbull, because I don't want that thing to feel safe at all, because if we have Psyshock, that'll hit Granbull on its defensive side where it's much happier to be hit, and Psychic is just a lot better, so let's just smack it with the Psychic, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's my plan there. Plus we have the chance of getting a special defense drop, which would be pretty cool. We can just keep piling on the Psychic, so that's okay. And we are Light Screen, and this is very good because his special attackers are so scary. Like, he has the Hydreigon, he has Landorus Eye, he has Noivern, and those things are so mean. He has Roserade, he has Zapdos. They're so mean. These things are very scary. They hit like absolute buses. So if we can utilize this screen to protect everyone, that would be really, really grand. Especially the screen actually really would help Medicham, now that I think about it. I mean, it's funny because I have this spread to just kind of take shit from Lopunny, but with the screens, yeah, we could be very, very protected with that, and we'll be able to take out a lot of stuff, because this will guarantee that we can live like fucking Draco Meteors and Dark Pulses and Leaf Storms and all kinds of awful, awful business, so with our max HP, so that'll be really nice, and plus it'll just help everybody out in general. What the fuck, did I just skip Hippowdon? I totally did, didn't I? We'll come back to Hippowdon. And Dragon Pulse, because I didn't want to lose any special attack, so that's why we have Dragon Pulse, yeah. And yeah, so kind of a bit of a support set kind of thing, but also not really. We have a lot of special attack and enough speed to outspeed the Landorus, so yes! It's nice to know that. It's nice to have like the speed being optimized. It feels pretty fun. So anyway, next, or rather previously, my goodness, is Hippowdon. I don't know how I could have possibly skipped you, Fossy, you're beautiful. And this spread is specifically to take hits from Lopunny, so we can take, I think High Jump Kick is like a 3-hit KO, Return is like a 3-hit KO, so that's hilarious. Ice Punch is a 3-hit KO as well, and yeah, Landorus, oh, you honestly, even if we're max special defense, Landorus's Earth Powers, Landorus's attacks will just really hurt no matter what. Especially if it gets like a Calm Mind up or something, so I just have enough special defense to be able to tank an Earth Power, and then I can smash it with an Ice Fang, and it won't one-shot it, especially if it has like a Yachi Berry or something, but it won't have one because it wants to monopolize on sheer force, right? It would be a bit suboptimal, in my opinion, but of course it could happen. Yeah, so we have the Ice Fang to do significant damage to that thing, and it'd be great if it's weakened as well, then we can just bop it with that. I've never used the word bop, and I feel kind of dirty now. I feel quite happy to have avoided using the same terminology that everyone uses, being the hipster that I am. But I said it now! I said bop! Now that's going to be my whole life. Yeah, so we have Stealth Rock because that's so nice, and he has Torkoal, the Rapid Spinner, but I have a heavy water presence on my team, so I don't think that's coming, but it doesn't really matter if it does, because we can cope with that with Heliolisk and Starmie very easily, and the Hippowdon as well to an extent, and yeah. So Stealth Rocks are very, very good. They'll help us net the KOs, put the Landorus as well in range of the Ice Fang and stuff, and cripple that fucking Zapdos, which I'm sure is going to be a problem. Slack off for obvious reasons, EQ for obvious reasons, just stab and whatnot. And yeah, that's pretty fine. I'm running Ice Fang over Stone Edge because I want to 4 times super effective that Landorus. Yes. And Sand Force because, like I said before, it doesn't really benefit us to have the Sandstorm. Hippowdon, please. Unless we run Sand Veil on Heliolisk, but we're running Dry Skin to completely wall the Vaporeon, basically. Anyway, so next we have a Choice Scarf Modest Starmie. And I like this Starmie because Choice Scarf Modest Starmie actually outspeeds Choice Scarf Hydreigon, Choice Scarf Timid Hydreigon. So, yeah, we're being a little creeper again. With our little Choice Scarf situations with the Choice Scarf Modest thing. And I'm really happy about this. We have Ice Beam, Hydro Pump, Rapid Spin, and Psychic. It used to be Dazzling Gleam where Rapid Spin is for Hydreigon, because that would just body that thing immediately. Because Ice Beam is not a solid OHKO, it does like a lot, so after a few rock switch-ins we will be able to kill the Hydreigon. So that's not too bad. So I thought, yeah, we can kind of lean on Ice Beam. But I got worried if the Roserade was like Hazard Stack, and that would really hurt my grounded Mons, which are 5 of my teammates, so yeah, I really thought, no, we do need Rapid Spin, even though it'll suck to be scarfed into Rapid Spin, we do need it. I'd rather have that than you know, so it's good, it's good, it's good. And we have Psychic, yeah, for a stab, and yeah, basically. Obviously, we're going to have to be a little bit clever about going for a Psychic, Ice Beam, and blah, blah, blah around the Hydreigon, but I don't think Scarf Modest Starmie is particularly common, and I've never used it before. I've always used a Life Orb Starmie or like a support defensive Starmie, so I don't really think I'll anticipate a Modest Scarf one. And yeah, Hydro Pump just for heavy damage, hits pretty much everything apart from the Vaporeon, obviously, but we'll do double switches if the Vaporeon comes in. We have the perfect switch in, and that is Heliolisk. We have Natural Cure because I don't want Starmie to get paralyzed. That kind of defeats the object of the Scarf, if you ask me. And yeah, of course, Noivern, if the Noivern is Scarfed, that'll outspeed us, but Noivern puts in a lot of work without being Scarfed. It kind of does good being Life Orb, so I'm kind of guessing it won't be. And we're praying that it'll just stay there for us to Ice Beam it. Oh yeah, and we're Scarfed because of the low punny. We can just kill it with Psychic, and that'll be really nice. Also, we kill Roserade, and yeah, it's just very, very good. Starmie is a beast. And so our final Pokemon, and probably our most expendable member, is Bisharp. We have our Fisharp, once again. Adamant Max Attack. Black Glasses, because I didn't want to lose a bunch of shit with, you know, Life Orb stuff. And we might be able to convince my opponent that we're Scarf, maybe. That might be interesting if we're parked in front of a wall, potentially. We have Taunt, just to stop things from getting too crazy in case we're parked in front of, like, something that's gonna, you know, like the Registeel or whatever. We can stop Wishes, potentially, we can stop Rocks, we can, you know, that kind of stuff, so that's what Taunt is for. We all know what Taunt does, having played Pokemon at least once. And Iron Head just for stab, Knockoff, self-explanatory, Sucker Punch, self-explanatory, so yeah, we got our things and stuff with Bish the fish, and yeah, like I said, probably my most expendable member, just because Zapdos really takes the Iron Head well. Zapdos is really bulky, and he uses it as, what I've seen, as kind of a support set, normally. So, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could run Stone Edge, but that's like... Granbull. Granbull exists. Granbull exists, and Granbull is scary! Plus, Registeel can just cut... Ugh, jeez, it's just... Pokemon is just hard, okay? So, yeah, but I'm pretty happy with this. This so far. Sizz has like a really... he has like a scary, bulky team, so... like, the same kind of principle as with Gabriel. The longer this match is, the harder a time I'm going to have, so... we're kind of doing pretty much hyper-offensive again. Which is nice. And... yeah! Hopefully we'll do well. I'm very, very nervous, actually. Managed to calm myself down a bit by talking to myself, so that's pretty nice. But, yeah. So, that's what's occurring. I hope you guys do enjoy the match. It will be up, like, after this video goes up, so yeah, stick around for that shit. And, yeah, enjoy, please. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye!